Say yeah!
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Marcel and I play an electronic drum kit. In an earlier video you might have seen that my drum kit is not shaped like an acoustic drum kit. You might also have seen I do not play like an acoustic drummer either. In this video series I would like to show you how my style of playing is different. In this video I would like to show you how I combine drums and samples. Just like I did in previous videos in this series, I will give you two examples of drum covers in which I combine drums and samples. These covers are Love Rears Its Ugly Head by Living Colour and Venus as a Boy by Björk. So stay tuned to see how I play those songs. Acoustic drummers usually incorporate samples using a multipad. Most well known is the Roland SPD SX. If you are an acoustic drummer, you should be familiar with that product. If you're not, search online and you will find lots of videos. If you like high energy beats, you will enjoy demos by Michael Schack. As you have seen, I do not use an SPD pad and currently I'm not a big fan of sequencers. I'm not against, I just think it is more of a challenge to try to play percussion and samples yourself. The intro and outro of my video series are grooves played by me without using sequencers. Let me show you how I played some of these grooves. For most of my drum covers I use an intro and outro with guitar sounds. When the intro of the cover song itself is very long and there are no drums in the intro, I sometimes skip my own intro, but most covers start with my own intro, played by me on this Roland TD8 drum module. This drum set is a default drum set in the TD8 and I don't think I changed anything, not anything major anyway. If I browse through the drum sets and I stumble across a drum set, I kind of find a groove and it sticks with me. So let me first show you how I play the rock band groove. The samples, the guitar sounds are on 3 cymbals. They are cutting each other off. So that's something that can inspire you to play certain grooves. It inspired me to play this groove. The outro of the drum covers also contains guitar sounds. It's another default kit in a TD8. Let me show you which sounds are on which pads. Again, the sounds inspire me to play a groove. I did not really compose anything, I just play different pads in different orders and somehow I end up with a groove. The resulting groove sounds something like this. For me, the most enjoyable ones are the grooves that do not contain drum sounds. I like playing grooves with sounds other than drum sounds. This is a groove that I used for the outro of the video series called How I Made My Drum Kit. Again, this is a default drum kit in the TD8 module. Just by listening to sounds and trying things, I get a groove. The intro of this video series, Trick or Treat, is very similar. Again, a default drum set.
Da, da, down, down, down. Say yeah!
Yeah, yeah.
Da, 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 say yeah!
Yeah.
So with something like the Roland SPD SX, you can record and play your own samples. But each drum module also has tons of great sounds in the module itself. I guess that most drummers only use the drum sounds, but browse around and you will find that although your drum module may not be able to record samples, chances are it will be packed with lots of great samples that you can play with. The first of two covers that I will show you in which I use samples is Love Rears Its Ugly Head by Living Colour. I already made a drum cover of that song. Here is a piece of that cover with the original music and a piece with just the drum audio. The first sample in this song is an audio sample including strings. I can't replicate the strings with my drum module, at least not easily. So when I play this song with a band, I just play an audio file at the beginning. Currently I play samples with my netbook, but a lot of modules can play WAV files through USB sticks. I made an audio file by recording the original song and removing the snare flam at the end of the intro. So now I have more freedom to time the flam when I play the song live. The song contains lots of breaks. Since the song is not that fast, you should be able to hear what the original drummer is playing. So I won't explain every break. At two moments in the song there is a short orchestral hit, similar to the intro but very short. Again, you can easily record that sample from the original song since the sample is played during breaks. Let me be clear, I do not encourage you to take original music by someone else and create samples with it, or violating copyright laws in any way. I am simply explaining how you could play this song with samples in your own home purely for entertainment purposes. This is the short sample. If you want to watch the whole cover with the original music mixed in, Click in the frame here on your right. In the examples I gave you earlier in this video, I played a few grooves with non-drum sounds. I also made a drum cover with non-drum sounds called Venus as a Boy by Björk. I've always been intrigued by this song because of the way the groove is composed. The kick is not on the first and third counts, but on the second and fourth, a bit like reggae. That makes it an interesting exercise. Here is the piece of my cover with the original music and a piece with just the drum audio. So how to play this groove? For me, on an electronic kit, the sounds are not leading. What is leading for me is what feels most natural. To me, it feels most natural to play the sound on the first and third count with my right foot and the sound that's on the second and fourth with my left foot. So that would have meant putting the marimba type sound on the right and the kick sound on the left pedal. But hey, I like challenges. So I put the marimba type sound on the left and I kept the kick sound on the right pedal where it usually is. As you have heard, this groove also contains a tambourine and that sound is used as if it were a hi-hat. So it makes sense to put that sound on the pad I usually play hi-hat on my right side. Also, there's a bell-like sound and a cross-stick sound. Those sounds I will play with my left hand. So this is how I will play this song. If you want to watch the whole cover with the original audio mixed in, click here on the link on your right. This is the end of part 10 of this series. This is the second video series I made. In the first video series I showed you how I made my drum kit. In this series I showed you how I play my drum kit. I hope both video series will inspire people to see electronic drum kits as different instruments compared to acoustic drums. On my YouTube channel you should be able to find 2 series of 10 parts and the 20 drum covers that I covered in this second series. If you want to see me cover other songs, feel free to send me an email and I might make more drum covers in the future. Thanks for watching.